Hello there, everybody. It's Roach of the Ninja King here. I just want to let you know this is actually two podcast sessions that are stitched together. Part of it was recorded last year of March of 2020, around March 20th. And then the other session was recorded around January 27th, 2021. You can guess which ones are which throughout the podcast, but I think it turned out pretty well, actually. It took a while to do this episode, mostly due to procrastination. So a lot of the information here is already old news by now, so it's already dated before it's even released. But I figured it'd be kind of a fun little experiment to try out for my first episode, and I'm definitely going to put more effort into producing episodes regularly. But I don't want to waste any more of your time with details, so let's just get this podcast started. Recording. This is the first attempt.
I'm recording over here on Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition.
Adobe, or actually, let's say it backwards. It'll be Eboda, I think.
Eboda.
Yeah. That sounds kind of cool too.
Noitidao Idoba.
It just sounds like you're speaking Star Wars.
Noitidao Idoba.
Now it just sounds like you're just speaking like a Star Wars alien language.
Noitidao Idoba. Eboda.
I just burped a little bit. And he
Welcome,
coughed over there.
Ninja Taco Time podcast.
That it is.
Yep, we're doing it. It's real now.
Wait, we're not even gonna play it back.
Nope.
So
fuck
you
that.
can't.
I know it works.
What do you mean it works? Did you test the volume levels?
No, because yours look way bigger than mine do.
You're just making this sound like a penis thing. I just kind of fumbled that a little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit, but that's okay because this is actually how podcasts usually work anyway. Because a lot of shit that gets fumbled. I mean, unless you're like fucking Joe Rogan or a lot of those guys who are like comedians or do some kind of stand-up where they're just used to talking and not dropping anything because they just sharpen their minds in such a way that that they could just keep talking for extended
Yeah, I don't know how they do. Oh, you know why? It's because he did DMT. Hey man, have you ever done DMT?
They could talk for extended periods of time without like really dropping
Joe.
anything. And like if they do fumble a little bit, they quickly fix themselves. And I actually think there's definitely an art to that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
And
And dude, sometimes we do it, and it's just like we're not recording it, so then we're like, okay, let's record it.
yeah, no, right? Yeah, it's like I think it's because you're not really thinking about it too much.
Right,
And you're
it just
actually just
happens.
naturally talking because there's like so much
It's like catching lightning.
so much podcast material, so much good podcast material late at night when you talk to folks, especially when they get drunk or high or some shit, or and if you're not, on any kind of controlled substance, sometimes you just get that awesome inspiration. You just got shit to talk about. So,
All right.
Anyway, I just think that people who have done podcasts for a really long time, like Joe Rogan or like I said, the
Joseph.
Pizza Party podcast, or
They just like kind of develop an art to it, and it's just kind of easier over time.
I think really they just get so used to doing it that like they don't even think about the fact that they have to talk into a microphone anymore. Like it's
Right.
it's
just so
become
new for us,
natural.
you
Like
know?
it's just like being in any other space when you're having a conversation.
Yeah, that's just like older podcasts are just so easy, and like these younger podcasts, like like us. Hey,
The younger podcast.
is that a good segue? Can we do that?
I
one?
don't even know if you could consider this a younger podcast yet because it hasn't even started.
Exactly.
Yet. Like,
We're so young you don't even know the title. That's
as of right
great
now.
segue. That's a good fucking segue.
As of right now, like it's still like in the fetal stage. You
Segue.
know, it's still in development, but
You see what
hopefully
I'm trying to get at?
it'll be born soon. Within
I'm
the
getting at
next few
something.
days after.
You know what
it's
I'm getting at?
recorded.
I'm getting at something.
What are you getting at?
A segue.
Okay. Well.
Segue to who we are. Who are we? This is the
Oh yeah.
this is the what?
This is the Ninja Taco Time
Ninja
podcast.
Taco Time.
We're here to have some good times. We just started doing this,
This is the first one in hopes
first
of many.
in the hopes of many to come. Yes.
Welcome. Who are you?
I am Roach of the Ninja King.
Okay.
And what? You need me to say more stuff after that?
No.
What else did
Who am I?
did you need?
Who am I?
Well, you. Well, I thought you were gonna introduce yourself.
I am.
Okay. Okay.
I'm iHearttacos.
Okay, so let's try that again. So I'm Roach of the Ninja King, and this is my co-host, iHearttacos.
Yep, that's me. My name's iHearttacos.
He definitely likes those tacos a lot, man. Let me tell
I
you.
do. And this guy over here, he's the king of the ninjas.
The King of the Ninjas, yes, yeah. There's a funny backstory to that, to why I am the Ninja King.
You know what? It's the first episode. Go ahead and talk about it.
Well, I'll talk about it a little bit. I'll make a long story short for now.
All right.
But basically, I ran into this guy, and he just went by Ninja. He never told me what his real name was, but like he was the Ninja King at one point, and basically me and him, we had to fight out, and so I ended up becoming the Ninja King. But like me and the original Ninja King, we're still good buddies, you know. Yeah. So yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll show up here one day. I don't know.
Ooh. Ooh.
I know, right? Yeah, no, but anyway, yeah, so that's a really short, basic summary
Pretty
of
short.
the origins of that
Short
name.
and sweet. I love the short and sweets.
But yeah, I heard tacos. What's up with that name? Where'd you come up with that?
Well, backstory.
I'm gonna guess it's
Why?
because you really like tacos. So
Yeah, back in the day, I used to be a tubby little guy eating tacos all the goddamn time. I couldn't fucking close my mouth for a second to stop eating tacos. Then I got so fucking fat from eating all these damn tacos that I found King Taco, and I loved him.
what, there's a King Taco.
Or Queen Taco,
Queen
because
Taco.
I'm not gay.
Okay, I guess so. I mean,
Queen
those are-
Taco, I loved her, love her a lot. Now I heart tacos, see, because I heart her taco.
Yeah,
Don't take that out of context, please.
guess not. People are gonna do that anyway.
Probably if we get big
I really
and famous.
don't know.
Oh, another out of context.
I'm not worried about getting big and famous. I'm just worried about having fun right here, right now.
Yes, having fun right now.
Right here.
Let's have
right
fun. Bless you.
Yeah, that was a burp, by the way, folks. All right, so
What's on the agenda? Hey, did you hear about that new one? The new one that came out on March 20th, 2020.
March 20th, 2020. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm already past that day.
yeah, but something came out on that day.
What came out on March 20th, 2020?
Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah, that
Oh yeah, let's talk about Doom. I love Doom.
motherfucking Doom.
Father mucking Doom.
It's a pretty good game.
I love this game. I gotta talk about.
Well, I mean, you were just playing Doom 64.
Yeah,
the
I
other
bought
day, the other
Doom
night.
64 because my broke ass can't buy Doom Eternal, and I want some new Doom, and I never played Doom 64.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Doom.
I played Doom 2016. Played a little bit of the
I remember
first
the last
one.
time I actually ever really played that game, and I want to say that it definitely was on a Nintendo 64 in my babysitter's house. Goddamn, how many years ago? That had to been like 18, 19 years ago now at this point.
We're old people.
When I played that game, like, you weren't even around yet. And what I remember...
I was about to be.
Let's
So
see.
close.
Let's see. Doom 64. Didn't they come out like... No.
1993? No.
No, that was the original Doom.
Yeah.
No. Doom 64. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Doom 64 actually came out March 31st, 1997. So that's kind of cool. It's almost the 23rd anniversary of this game.
23 of them.
This is kind of neat. But no, that game was fun. It was dark. It's kind of similar to like Final Doom on the PlayStation 1, where like the soundtrack isn't really
Final
like
Doom.
a super heavy metal soundtrack. It's
Yeah, I
just more of
remember
like
Final Doom.
more of a dark, ominous soundtrack, which it is funny because I'm actually more used to it being more of a dark, ominous soundtrack. So whenever I listen to the original one, I was inspired by like a lot of the heavy 80s heavy metal classics. I'm like, I'm not as used to it, so like it doesn't fit as much to me. But I mean, now, but I've been exposed more to the original soundtrack now. It does fit, but at the time I was like, man, it's cool. But I'm like, man,
I know what you're saying. It was ahead of its time.
I guess so.
It really was ahead of its time.
I don't know. I just like Doom soundtrack in general, whether it's the heavy
Yeah,
metal
man.
one or the eerie soundtracks.
Soundtrack is pretty fucking dope, I guess. Is that what the youngins are saying? Is that what we're saying?
The youngins. What are you talking about? Like, we are still the youngins,
Exactly.
man.
Is that what we're saying now? Dope.
Yes, that is what we're saying, because I guess that word's coming back. I mean, Trevor Noah says it all the time.
Oh, Trevor Noah.
Good old Trevor Noah. He's always saying dope.
But no, back to Doom. Dude, I just love it just for the gameplay. Just the simplicity of it was blowing my little 8-year-old mind. I was like, holy shit, I just fucked up that demon with a chainsaw. What am I doing?
I always like the fact that I'm like the same age as the franchise, because it came out in 1993.
Damn.
And so did I. I came out in 1993.
Jeez.
My life decided to drop
Damn.
on January 27, 1993. So that's how we should describe everybody who's born. Like, oh yeah, he dropped in the night.
Yo,
like,
when did the Ninja King album drop?
no, not even that. Just like, oh, when did Trevor Noah drop? Oh, he dropped in 1983. Or when did some guy that I don't know, but I'm just gonna make up his name. When did Buck Rogers? Actually, that's an actual character. Never mind.
Hey, ASMR time. ASMR time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's probably somebody who's got a thing for that. Somebody's got an autonomous sensory meridian response for that.
Oh, it stopped recording because my screen went black.
You lose. We got 30 minutes left on this SD card, and we've been recording for 11 minutes.
Really, only 11 minutes? Wow, it doesn't even feel like it's been.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a bit longer than that.
Yeah, it feels like it's been like half an hour.
Yeah.
Really, only got half an hour left on that card? Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's a 45-minute.
It's okay. I mean, that's what we got computers for. They have way more hard disk space.
Yeah, all we gotta do is just press pause, put it on here, format the card, and put it right back.
Put it on there, and then we could be like, hey.
Actually, there's a small possibility that's my 2 gigabyte card.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, if it turns out that that's the case, then we can cut this short. All right, then we'll just go as planned. Even though really, this is just a test podcast. This isn't really a
test number 2.
Test number 2, yeah, because you lost test number 1, which actually was funner, and I could even edit out the coughing bits too.
Yes, whatever. We could just add it onto that.
See, that's the fun part of that, is that you could just, man, damn, I wish I would have fucking remembered. I wish I would have remembered. I wish I wasn't obsessing with that stupid hubcap.
Yeah.
It's
whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It is the end of the world.
It's whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It's supposed to be perfect. Now, it won't be perfect. Now it'll just be like something else. But that's okay. Whatever. When did we record that podcast? Wasn't that like, or at least that
January
portion?
last year.
Was it really last year?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't think. Are you sure?
Yeah, it was 2020 January.
Really? 2020 January last year? It's been a whole year since we actually did that?
It's been a whole year. 365 days.
Man, where does the goddamn time go? Yeah, well,
Behind us.
Behind us, in front of us,
The time
sideways
just,
of
yeah.
us. It's, whatever.
Time is weird like that, man. Once it happens, it's gone forever.
Yeah, it's just all a drop in the bucket, man.
Yeah.
By the way, the cat's in here. The cat wants out of the room. What's she doing?
She's just chilling on the floor.
Oh, really? Just laying there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just sitting there, really.
Wait, hold on, let me look.
Yeah. Other side.
Oh, yeah, I see she's sitting there. Even though she's probably wanting out. That's like, I can tell. Because when she sits like that, that means she's waiting.
Well, she's gonna have to wait another 10 seconds because I'm still sitting here on the floor.
Still
in the chair.
in the chair.
The cat's on the floor. I'm on the chair.
I'm just right here. Hey, check, man. You know, you're the place that what was it called again? The camera thing, the place that gives you all the cameras and stuff.
It's called CAPS.
CAPS, yeah.
Center for Advanced Professional Studies.
Yeah, but CAPS, they should give you a bunch of like really unique batteries. Look at this, members mark quality guaranteed.
You were right.
Oh yeah, see, she was. I know that cat. I know how she is.
Silly kitty.
That was her waiting sit. But She is a goofy cat. Her name is Marilyn Monroe, named after that one actress or whatever from like.
What did she do? Was she an actress? I don't really know much about Marilyn Monroe other than that she was a symbol of sex.
She was a sex symbol of some kind. I'm not the most familiar with her work or what she does, but I just know that she has like that sexy mole that she's kind of famous for.
Yeah.
Born in what time? 1920. What does it say? 1926.
Yep, 1926. Died 62. She was only less than 40 years old.
Oh well, yeah, that sucks. She was even younger than Stan Lee.
Dude, 90% of the people that 90% of the famous people that died were younger than Stan Lee.
Well, I mean, isn't Betty White about the same age?
Betty White's almost 100.
Yeah, she's like 99.
Yeah, she just turned 99.
She's just turned 99. Oh yeah, Stephen King died.
What?
Was it Stephen King?
Really?
No, Larry King.
Oh, Larry King. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he died like, I don't know. I just saw that today, but Larry King died at the age of 87.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just today.
Yeah, he just died. So I was like, whoa, he's dead? Man.
Wow.
I figured,
just today was in the time we're recording this.
I figured he would have been like Stan Lee and he would just die like at 90-something or something, you know?
Wow.
But nope. I guess the 80s was it was a decade for him to die.
I was born in Brooklyn.
What year was
Brooklyn
he?
is fucked, Luigi.
When was he born? What does it say?
33.
Oh, 1933. Damn, he's old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was old.
Wow, we're gonna have to start saying 1933 because people aren't because 2033 is coming up.
Yeah,
we're closer to 2033 than we are to 1993. We're closer to 2023 than we are to 2000.
Yeah, that is true.
Or no, 1933 than we are to 2000.
Yeah, there's more time in between 2021 and 2000 than there is between 1991 and 1970.
Yeah. It's weird to think about.
Actually, no, it might be about the same. No, actually, no, I guess.
Yeah, say it one more time because you kind of lost me like halfway through.
Well, no, I guess 1970 and 1991 would be about 21 years, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it actually is exactly the same amount of time. No.
Let's talk about this guy, Danny Pudi. Very funny guy.
Danny Pudi.
Hey, he was on Community. That's what he's most known for.
Never watched that show.
Really?
Yep.
It's one of my favorite shows out there. I would have to
It's
say.
a good show.
I don't watch many shows, but this one I did binge watch immediately.
There's not one with Dan Harmon in it or something.
Yeah, he was the writer.
He's the writer.
Yeah, and then the Russo brothers.
One of the
they
Rick and Morty
produced
dudes.
Yeah, the Russo brothers actually produced it. That's why a bunch of these people, a bunch of the cast members are actually in a bunch of Marvel movies.
Community TV series.
Yeah, Yvette Nicole Brown was in Endgame. I don't remember if Ken Jeong was in any of them, but I feel like he was.
Ken Jeong. I know you said Ken Jeong, but it's not like you said Kim Jong, as in like, wait, which one? Which one of the Kim Jong family? Which one of the North Korean guys?
No, John Oliver's actually a main character in the show too. Well, supporting character.
This is what he was kind of doing before he had his show, wasn't it?
Well, it came out in 2009. I don't know when his show came out.
I think Last Week Tonight. Look at Last Week Tonight. I know it came out wasn't mid 2010s or something. I know it's only a few years old, but I don't know. It's probably older than I think.
2014.
Oh, okay. About mid 2010s. That's when that show came out.
Yeah.
And then Community was already over by then, wasn't it?
6 seasons, about 2015. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was just on its last leg by the time his show was out. So yeah, he definitely had time to finish that up.
Oh, it's gonna be on IFC this Monday.
Well, not that matters to me because I don't even watch television. Not like that anyway.
Nope.
I don't watch regular cable TV. I unplugged it and I killed it.
LeVar Burton was on a couple episodes.
Who know?
And LeVar Burton, the Reading Rainbow guy.
Oh. Yeah.
He was on there as LeVar Burton.
The Reading Rainbow guy?
Joel McHale was in a Marvel movie, right?
I don't know.
We'll look at his
actually.
movies. We'll see what he's got. Spider-Man 2. I know that. I knew that one.
Spider-Man 2. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Spider-Man 2, what about Spider-Man 3? Modern Spider-Man 3, not Sam Raimi's
That hasn't come
Spider-Man
out, has it?
3. No, but I know that there's a whole thing that they...
It's coming out.
I don't know if they actually finished the contract or whatever between...
Yeah, all three of the fools are supposed to come in.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, last time I checked, they didn't finalize anything yet, but they might have now. At some right, you know.
Really? Here, we'll take a look. We'll see
what's going on over there, and
We're seeing Mobius delay should not affect Spider-Man 3's Spider-Verse story.
Morbius delay. Oh, it's Morbius
Marvel
supposed to be in it?
reportedly angry with Tobey Maguire for acting live a diva on Spider-Man 3.
Like a diva. Wait, I think about like the new Spider-Man 3. I'm gonna guess that's why
Yeah.
they'd be mad. I mean,
Yeah.
because the old Spider-Man 3 is already done and over with now, you know.
Well, yeah, because this one says it was posted 1 day ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd be weird if
Is it Kirsten or Kirsten Dunst?
I think she's right there.
I know, but is it Kirsten or Kirsten?
I don't know. I always heard Kirsten or Kirsten. I really don't know. It's probably one of those where it's like, hey, either way works.
All right.
It's one of those kind of names, like, whatever. But no, it would be kind of weird if Marvel would still be mad at Tobey Maguire for something he did it like over a decade ago. Like, no, we're still mad about that. We can't forgive you.
It really did come out over a decade ago.
Yeah, it's like a 14-year-old movie now.
Wow, I remember that.
It's well, actually, no.
I was in theaters for that one, for the second and third, I think.
Yeah, we were just a little tiny baby.
Oh man, I was a small one. Yeah, I was in the theaters for the second and third one.
Yeah, 'cause the second one came out in 2004, and then the first one, of course, came out in 2002. So that was
I wasn't in theaters yet.
No, you were just
Yeah.
something. Actually, I don't know. You might not even been conceived yet.
I was conceived Valentine's Day. I was a Valentine's Day fuck.
Oh, really? So it would have been
I think so, right? That's how that works.
Well, it takes about 9 months.
I know that.
And you're born in what, July?
Yeah.
So you might have been a thing in late 2002.
No, October. My parents got weird and wild on Halloween.
Oh, okay. So that's when you were conceived-ish?
It's something like that.
Late October.
You know what? Their anniversary is around that time, too.
I guess it is.
That could have been an accident. I bet I was an accident.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be funny.
When did they even get married?
2000?
Really?
Yeah.
When did they meet each other?
They met each other in 95.
Oh, 95. Wow, they know each other for a long time. Werewolves of London.
What about London?
Werewolves of London. I was thinking of something when you Arug. Arug. Or Arug.
Oh, Werewolves of London.
Yeah, but each one of those has to be Arug.
Oh, yeah. Like Richard, yeah. What's
No, actually the funny thing about that is that I remember that I think it was one of the Call of Duty games. I don't know if it was I think it might have been one of the Black Ops ones. I don't remember, but I know one of them that you could play as Nixon.
Yeah,
and,
it was Black Ops 2.
It was Black Ops 2? Okay.
Because it's supposed to be...
No, but I remember that. Like, I just thought it was funny that, like, I thought it would have been funny if he died, like, if he died as Nixon, he would just go,
and then just, like, keel over.
Yeah. I thought that was the funniest thing to me.
How much time we got left on the thing? About 12 minutes.
Yeah, really? 12 minutes? Shit. You know, it's amazing that people can do these things for hours on end. But then again, that's probably why they're always stoned or drunk on something. In order to facilitate that boredom. That, well, you know. Not that
It's
they're
not
bored.
really boredom, but like to perpetuate the conversation.
I mean, I guess they're not that they're bored, but like to keep themselves from getting bored, they gotta like be on something, man. You know, it's like Joe
Indeed.
Rogan's always smoking some weed every time.
Or, you know, doing some DMT or some shit.
DMT, or he's eating a mushroom, whatever the hell. Gotta inebriate himself somehow with something.
I feel like when we die and we're in heaven, Joe Rogan's gonna show up and be like, "Shit, man, Joe Rogan died," and God's gonna be like, "Nah, man, he's just on one of his DMT trips. He likes to hang out up here. I don't really."
But on the same token, that's also because his is just like a nonstop, unedited, like,
Yeah.
just start from finish to end kind of podcast. Where I think
Yeah.
a lot of the ones that I listen to are usually cut up and edited, and of course you don't see them.
Right.
And they're not recording themselves, like they're not recording themselves with video.
Yeah.
So that's
even
also
the ones,
the main difference.
Yeah, even the ones that are recorded video, majority of them are edited up, and jump cuts make it look a whole lot less smooth.
Yeah, but I know with Joe Rogan, so he basically doesn't do any of that. He just
Nope.
like, hey, we're just talking. It's gonna be as freeform as possible.
This is how it starts. He goes, "All right, bring in the next guest."
Yeah, something like that. But he's also a commentator and a comedian, so he's completely used to talking for long periods of time.
I mean,
So
really, and the only way to get good at it is just to practice and just keep doing it for a while until it becomes like second nature.
He's just very well trained at what he does, so he can keep doing that for hours.
He's fucking Joe Rogan,
without
man.
breaking.
Like,
So,
what do you
and then of
expect?
course the guests he has on are also fellow stand-up or commentator dudes,
People that
or very intelligent people who just have a lot to say.
Yeah. Or just people that are paid to talk.
Oh yeah, paid to talk.
Actors, celebrities of all
basically
sorts.
non-average people.
Yeah.
Who are actually good at what they do.
Precisely, man.
Where we are like the opposite of that. We are like upstarts that still have quite a long way to go. But it's whatever.
I'm thinking of changing this right here.
I'm
thinking of taking this and turning it into like an intro for this podcast.
What is that?
The script that I was working on earlier.
Oh yeah, the script.
Yeah, because it's really we're just what the story is. We're just walking into a room.
Just walking through room. Oh, I see. You actually wrote. Oh yeah, is that the one that you were writing for the video that you were making?
Yeah, that I wanted to make. Yeah.
That you wanted to create.
Yeah. We should record some sort of intro for this, like if we don't go through with this idea, or even if we do go through with this idea, we should.
Well, I do kind of have an idea for like the intro song I use for the podcast.
An intro song?
Yeah, just a little intro like tune.
Well, I mean, we gotta be like, oh hey, this is Richard Ninja King's iHearttacos. Welcome to Ninja
Well, I mean,
Taco
like
Talk
just
Podcast.
music to play while we're
settling in.
selling it. Yeah, it's something to play. I mean, everybody's got something like that.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of doing it myself. Because I have all the music software here, and I have I think it's over like 2,000 different instruments.
But there was one particular track that I had in particular that I wanted to use.
Is it copyright free?
Well, I don't know about that, but it is in a movie that's super obscure.
Which one?
Have you ever watched a movie called Kung? I think it's called Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that's like takes place in the. It takes place in like San Francisco, I think. Actually it might be British Columbia actually. I don't know. I don't remember exactly if it was like Vancouver or what, but I know it was on the West Coast somewhere.
Do you mean Hong Kong Fooey?
No, not Hong Kong Fu. It's just called Kung Fu.
I spelled it wrong.
It's spelled the PH.
PH, yeah.
Yeah, Kung Fu. It's a film from 2003. And
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good one. I like it. And there's like the theme song I liked. I figured, hey, you'll play like, I don't know, 10 seconds of it. Just at least for the short intro. I don't know, that's kind of like how it starts.
I can recreate it.
Yeah, it's not anything too complicated.
No, here, fuck. I'll even do it right now.
I don't know. Wait, what now?
My computer bed.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, you do it.
I do?
Take it off the chair.
I don't
I
know.
didn't put it on the couch.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
I know.
So why'd you ask? It's right
Because
there.
I saw it after I asked.
Well, you should have just looked and not asked.
Shut up.
You shut your mouth.
I'm just gonna keep talking. So that game Doom, right? That game Doom. I do have a long history with that game. I think the first time I ever really like played it ever was probably when I was out in California.
What are you doing way out there?
Oh, I was out there.
We got family out there. Don't
Yeah, we got family out there.
we got family everywhere because everybody's family.
I guess so, yeah. But I just remember out there with my cousins and my aunt's house. And it was like one of those houses too where it was like you ever been in those houses where like it's like a one-story house, but like they just make the ceiling like super tall?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so it was like that,
It's
But
almost
anyway,
like it should be a 2-story, but it's a 1.
So it's just a really, really tall ceiling. And it's kind of cool
I
in
just
a
forgot
way.
the second floor.
It's kind of cool in a way, but
Yeah.
anyway, that's besides the point of the story. But basically, so over there, that's when I got my first experience to Doom. I don't even remember what kind of PC they were playing on, but this was like way back in like 1999.
So it must have been a cool PC.
I mean,
retro.
I don't remember. I couldn't tell if it was a
retro.
Gateway or a Hewlett Packard or what it was, but I just remember I was playing on the computer, and I think they had some other first-person shooters on there. But Doom stuck out to me because it was Doom. I think it was also Wolfenstein too that was on the computer.
Wolfenstein.
It wasn't like the
Destroying
original
some
one. I think it was
Nazis.
like the newer ones that started coming out, the more 3D ones. I
Yeah.
think. Anyway, so that was my first exposure to the game, and I guess you could say history was made ever since.
History has been made many times everywhere.
But like really, I think the one that I had the most like actual experience playing with was actually, like I said before, Final Doom. If I even did say that before, but I'm saying it now. But yeah, Final Doom was like the one that I at first really sat down and played at my other cousin's house on my dad's side of the family because he actually used to have a PlayStation 1. And I had a bunch of these games, and Final Doom was one of them. And I was like, oh man, it's pretty cool. Because I remember this game from way back, so I'm like, hey, let's play it again. And
then it just like re-sparked something, or sparked the old flame.
Well,
You're just
I don't
like,
know
yeah,
how-
fuck yeah, Doom, one more time, let's
I
go.
think how many hours I actually spent playing that game, because I sort of got
I've had to spend more like fucking
I stayed up
a week
till, like,
straight.
super
Accumulative
late,
hours.
like, almost to the peak of dawn. I stayed up way too late playing Final Doom because I was like super obsessed with the game because I just liked the eerie atmosphere of it, killing off all these like scary monsters and shit.
Yeah, I just love the whole aesthetic.
Trying to think. I
Of
want to say
Doom.
that I don't know if I was still in grade school or middle school, but I was still like really young, So
Right.
like, yeah, that was a lot for somebody that around that age. I think I don't know, but like it was fun. I had a good
Grade
time playing
school?
it. Nah, I don't think it was grade school.
Middle school? Okay, middle school I could see, yeah, that's like, we're starting to get into the more like teens or like
Well,
rebelling
I mean, that's
and
the thing,
shit.
because
Yeah.
like I was actually exposed like really early, probably more than I should have been when I was
To, like,
super little.
violent shit.
Yeah. So back in 1997, my parents were like really into like a lot of the
Pop culture things
not
going
even
on.
that.
at the
Like they're
time.
just, well, yeah, but like they were really into like Japanese animation from the time, like from the 80s and shit, like Akira and Vampire Hunter D and
I love Akira.
the Fist of the North Star movie.
Ooh, Fist of the
Um,
North Star. I love it.
And I think Barefoot Gen, that was the other one too. Like basically, like he had all these on VHS, and like I think they were part of like, the video comics line of VHSs at that time.
Old school.
But basically, my dad watched that shit a lot, and I would just happen to be there, and so and that was the cool part. He didn't like make me like go to my room or somewhere else. Like he would let me watch them with them, which I thought was kind of cool. But like whenever
Yeah.
like there were like nude scenes in there, like he would like cover my eyes just so I didn't see like naked ladies and shit.
So they exposed you, but not.
Yeah, they didn't
Overexposed.
I mean, they didn't expose me like to like nudity or anything, but like a lot of like the over the top violence and shit. I was like, yeah, I definitely saw
that. Was all
that.
game. Yep.
I definitely saw that shit when I was like 4 and 5. Like I remember being like about 5 years old or so, like when my parents were watching Ninja Scroll, and that shit's about as
Dude.
over
Yeah.
the top as it gets,
know what you're
especially
talking.
for a 5-year-old.
A
back in the-
5-year-old watching Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it was just kind of cool. They just kind of let me watch that a little bit, but like I said, they didn't let me like watch. They didn't let me see any, like the nudie bits.
No
That-
nudity.
Yeah, but like basically all the violence and all the bloods and guts. I got to see all that shit.
Right. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, you're just a little 5-year-old kid. What are you gonna do with all that information?
Yeah.
You can't even process that shit.
No, but
At that age,
so that
no.
was like my exposure to like Japanese animation. I know it's kind of funny because like even people my age will usually say, oh, like Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I was exposed to.
I just
remember
like
I just stayed
Gundam
up
or
too
like
late.
what was it?
Yeah.
Voltron. That was another thing that was on around the 90s, and so just that kind of stuff. Like a lot safer stuff, a lot more appropriate programming for
the younger
kids
audience.
my age at that time. Yeah, so I'm actually have a little bit of a different story from most other people.
Right.
It wasn't like a Naruto or a One Piece or something or a Bleach, or some kind of like Shonen Jump title.
Like most American teenagers were exposed to during the 90s.
Yeah, no, I was exposed to some pretty hardcore shit at that time in the 90s. So,
dude, I just remember like I said, I was a Dragon Ball kid, and I just remember the only reason I found out about it was because I stayed up too late, and it would just come up on Adult Swim. Because I remember I had, is that cable?
Yeah.
Dish. I had the Dish.
Yeah, Adult Swim was cable television. Yeah, back in 2001 is when it first came out.
Yeah, I remember watching that shit in like 2006, 8-ish.
Probably 2008 to 9
Yeah.
or so, because you would have been about you've been about 5 years old at the time.
Yeah, something like that.
You were born in 2003, so yeah, been 4 or 5 at that time. Late 2000s would have been the time you really started like getting into stuff.
But like I'm in
because that's how it was for me in the 90s, in the late 90s.
But yeah, I just remember seeing the reruns of the Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, holy fucking shit! Like watching. I didn't watch Pokemon, but
that was another thing too. I forgot to mention Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon was another one that I think a lot of kids got exposed to.
Pokemon was fucking everything. Remember that one episode that gave all those kids seizures?
Yeah, there was
That's
that.
the infamous
there was that
episode
controversy
everyone
about
talks
that.
about.
But yeah,
I was one of those fucking kids.
Pokemon was like one of those shows where like a lot of people didn't. I don't think they really realized that it was like actually Japanese animation. I don't think because they changed all the character names, so a lot of the Japaneseness
they Americanized it for the American.
was like removed heavily
Americans.
from that show.
Yeah.
So I can see that'd be kind of hard.
They say censorship is like no more, but it's definitely still a thing.
Yeah, I mean, because even now to this day, like Ash is still Ash Ketchum and not Satoshi like he was in the original Japanese. But
yeah, I remember watching the subs.
Oh yeah,
That was like later.
Oh, you watched the subs eventually?
Yeah, recently actually.
Yeah, I never actually watched
ago.
the subs. I never really bothered to like really get into the original dub of Pokemon. But then again,
because
I never really got
liked
a long time. So.
Yeah, I never really liked the like Americanized Pokemon. I got way more into the Japanese.
Yeah, I thought it was just kind of weird
Dubbed.
that like the Pokemon cartoon would actually like start making like weird like American references and shit like that. I thought it was kind of strange. It is weird.
I want to watch anime, not American anime.
Well, no,
Japanese anime.
It was funny. I think it was. I can't remember if it was like the first Pokemon movie or if it was Pokemon 2000 or whatever, whichever one of those. I just remember that, like I think it was like was it yeah, Jesse and James. Yeah, that was like Team Rocket. Yeah, I just remember like for some reason they dressed up as like Vikings or some shit for some reason. Because you know how like they would like to get in these weird disguises and try to fool Ash and the gang. I just remember like they dressed up as Vikings, and then like I think if I remember like I don't know Brock or somebody else. I was like, man, what's up with these guys? And then like I think
I remember
Ash was like saying, oh, I think they're from like Minnesota. Something
yeah,
like
they would
that.
reference like American states and shit. It's
But
like
that's the funny thing because now I realize that are they referencing the Minnesota Vikings? Is that what kind of joke that was?
Yeah, like
so
did
that's
they
really
do
strange.
it in American football? Go.
That's the funny thing too because like I didn't really understand at the time, but like even in the American dub, like they would say that like the region that the Pokemon took place in was the Kanto region.
Kanto. GIF.
And I guess they did say Kanto, didn't they? I don't really remember. I haven't watched that dub in so long. But the Kanto region, which is an actual real life region in Japan, so I'm gonna guess that maybe I don't know if it's intended to be like the exact same thing, but just like now there's Pokemon in it. You know, so it's just kind of funny
Yeah.
that, like, in retrospect, that, like, these Japanese children are,
Well,
like,
maybe these
making
Japanese children watch American football.
yeah,
I know,
making
I watch,
references to, like, American football teams. Cause
I watch
as
other
far
sports
as I know, I don't
from
think
other
American,
countries.
What?
I watch sports from other countries. You know, it's not like they wouldn't watch American football.
I mean, maybe there's
We're
some
imperializing with
fans out there, but
football.
as far as I know, I think, like, I could be wrong, but, like, I think, like, American football is very much, like, an American thing. It's not like it's something that other
No, dude, we're imperializing. You don't know about the NFL schemes? We already got Mexico, and we're getting Europe too.
I mean, I'm not saying I know other countries do, but, like, in terms of, like, if you're gonna compare it to, like, soccer, which is actual football.
Well, yeah. That's why I keep saying American football instead of just football.
It's weird. I don't remember exactly who said it, but, like, when they describe it, it's not actually football. It's just like hand something. It's handball.
Handball. Hemp. No hemp. Drug bad.
Yeah, drug. I mean, I don't personally do drugs myself, but, like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever.
drugs are bad.
Who cares? People can do whatever they want. But, I mean, really, that's just a cliche at this point for me to even say that. I mean, it's actually pretty obvious when it comes to things like that. And, you know.
Just don't die, and we're cool.
I mean, as long as you're not hurting people, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you should take whatever substance you want, you know.
Go ahead and do meth as long as you're not fucking asking me for money outside the 7-Eleven.
I guess so. Hey, good old meth, you know. But no, not really. Nah, people shouldn't do meth. I mean, you can if you want, but
I want meth.
You know, it's pretty hazardous to
Do you
your
know
health.
where I can get some meth? Because, like, I kind of need my fix, bro.
Yeah, nah. I would not suggest doing meth. I hear
'Kay,
bad
puss.
things.
Okay, puss.
Nah, I'm not being a puss. I'm just being
Meth.
I'm just doing what I want, which is
Anyway.
not smoking meth.
All right, any good movies coming out?
Well, I did
Lately.
want to watch that Sonic movie, but
Oh, yeah.
never got around to it though. Did you watch it?
No, not yet. I tried pulling it up on Bleep. Leon Flakes.
Yeah, some type of third-party app that is not Hulu or Netflix or any of
We're
the
not doing anything illegal, though. Except it's very illegal.
or Amazon Prime.
Yeah, get it on Amazon Prime. Pay for the movie.
Nah.
I'm doing it for educational purposes. I'm writing a
What's so educational about watching the Sonic movie?
everything according to my history teacher.
Guess so. I mean, no, not really. I mean, it doesn't even I never watched the movie. I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's gonna even talk about the history of the other games. Because as far as I know, this is probably
Definitely not.
This is probably like a separate continuity anyway. I mean, it looks like kind of one of those like road trip movies.
It's a road trip movie. Oh, I hate road trip movies.
Oh, you do?
Well, when they play it up too much, when it's like, hey, that's like the only good quality of this movie, is it's a road trip. Let's take a road trip. Like, okay. I mean, like the National Lampoons. I like that shit because they actually go somewhere and do some shit. They're not just in the car the whole time, and that's what the Sonic movie looks like. It looks like they get in the car, stop twice, and then movie over.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of scenes when they're not in the car. So I mean, I'm really curious.
Yeah,
to
they
see
show
what-
everything off in the trailer.
I'm pretty curious to see what it actually looks like. You know, just from beginning
Yeah,
to
but I
end.
wouldn't
I mean, I've
pay
heard
for it.
good things about it so far. Like,
Well, I mean, we did bully them into make it like just redoing the whole damn movie or just the whole character design.
somebody did. I don't know, but you know,
The internet did.
fans complained, and
The internet
studio-
bullied a movie studio.
Fans complained, and the studio listened, and they definitely listened well because he does look a lot better.
Oh,
But-
for sure. We bullied him, right? That's a good type of cyberbullying. Not that cyberbullying is good and that I condone it. I do not. I do not condone cyberbullying.
But I think it would.
But that was a good use of it.
I do kind of agree with Doug Walker a little bit. You know, the nostalgia critic, that like it would have been kind of cool to see like it be just so gloriously bad. Like,
Yeah.
like it would have been fun to see it. Like, just that really horrible-looking CG mod that they did come up with.
Oh, God. It'd be like you just want to go watch it just to see how horrible it is.
Like, yeah, I mean, I was like Doug Walker was saying, it's like, man, this has just been so gloriously awful to watch. You know, I'm like, yeah, that'd be a spectacle. I mean, and that's why I was surprised to hear that. Like, when people went to go see it, they're like, actually, it's not as bad as everybody thought it was gonna be. So I'm like, okay,
I saw that.
it's
and
kind of a plus, I guess.
I was
you
kind
know.
of curious.
I haven't heard anything too bad about the movie so far. So, but I think it would be kind of cool like when it does come out on DVD and Blu-ray. Like
I would probably rent it before I buy it.
But I think what would be cool if when it does, I think it'd be kind of cool. Like they could have like 2 cuts of the movie, one with like the new model and the one
hell
with
yeah,
the OG
that'd
model.
be great.
You know what I mean?
I would definitely I would buy it for that because you can't really get the disc features when you rent it. It's just the movie.
Yeah, but like, I think people need to witness the movie in the original cut.
Yeah,
With the old
just to see how
good
cyberbullying is.
I just want to see it. I just really want to see that shit. Like I mean, it was so weird looking that I was like kind of fascinated with that old model. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. You know, it's funny. I wasn't like downright hating it. I was just like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it did not look appealing.
It wasn't appealing, but like it was like, okay, well, it's intriguing to look at, I guess. You know what not to do when you're designing your 3D Sonic model. Kung Fu-y. No. There's one thing that I actually can always appreciate is just some kind of like cheesy martial arts comedy. I don't know why. I just love that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't say it's as good as Kung Pao, but it's still pretty good. And it's funny too because it only came out like 2 years after that, and it actually even predates Kung Fu Hustle actually.
Really?
Yeah, because Kung Fu Hustle came out I think 2004 or 2005.
I think it might have been 5. Because I distinctly remember going to the theaters to watch it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, to me, there's almost, I mean, there's been so many like parodies, but like I feel like in my personal like experience, like that's like for me like the holy trinity of just like kung fu comedy. You know?
Yeah, it's
like Kung
if
Pao,
you
Kung
were to
Fu and Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, if you were to like ask me. If you were to ask me to like introduce you to the genre of kung fu spoofs, I guess
Those are the 3.
Those would be the big 3.
Those would be the 3 that I would
Yeah.
recommend that I'd show people first.
Yeah.
Just because they had such all 3 of those actually had a big influence and impact on me as a kid. You know, and the kind of humor that I wanted to do. It's kind of funny too when you think about those titles that they all had that had the word kung in it.
Well, yeah, because if you don't have the word kung, how the fuck are people going to know that it's, a kung fu spoof?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It's just like how on the nose all 3 of them are on the actual title.
We gotta make a movie called Kung Spoof.
Kung Spoof.
Kung Spoof.
Just Kung Spoof. No, how about we just make like something completely off the wall? It's called like General Tao. I don't know. Why not? I mean, Kung Pao, like Kung Pao chicken. How about just General Tao? It's also a chicken dish.
Yeah?
You know?
Fuck it. We'll make the sequel that Steve Odekirk never wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much. He never wanted to make us. Well, actually, he did. Actually, it was probably about like 4 years ago at this point. About 2000. About 3 years ago. Yeah, I think I read an article where he was saying that they were working like on the sequel to Kung Pao.
Yeah, that never happened.
No, and I mean they probably still are, but you know how things like that they just kind of go through development hell.
Yeah, he's probably still trying to
and
get some
it's funny too because I remember he said that the next one's gonna. I don't remember exactly. This isn't verbatim, so I'm gonna paraphrase a little bit. But he said that is basically gonna be like even better and tonguier than the last movie.
Better and tonguier. So that means that he's gonna say fuck.
I really have no clue. But
Tongue is gonna be like,
I mean, fuck! Really, a movie like that can't be released theatrically nowadays,
Well, yeah.
Like, we're pretty much past that where everything's got to be like...
He's going to have to sell it to one of the companies.
I think it's going to be like, has to be a blockbuster, like, Marvel movie sales kind of thing,
Yeah, and that's not going to happen for a while.
So, basically, he's... like, if I was going to guess if he was going to release the movie, it'd probably come out on like, Netflix or some streaming service.
That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying he's going to have to sell it to some big company so they can put it on the streaming service.
Sell the rights to that, basically, or something. Have it be like a Netflix original or whatever original.
Yeah, it's going to be... Actually, you know what? Netflix would be the company to do that.
Yeah, probably. They kind of like... They like to get a lot of that, like, weird B-movie stuff.
For real.
Like that, Or Crackle, because that's actually where Joe Dirt 2 came out on.
Really?
Crackle. Yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever watch Joe Dirt?
I did not watch Joe Dirt or Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah, no, but yeah, the second one came out on Crackle, of all things. I think Sony's the one that owns Crackle, I think. And I don't even know if that's still a streaming service.
Sony owns Crackle?
I
Dude, I
think.
remember hearing about Crackle, but I don't really. I never got
I
on
don't
it.
remember, don't quote me on that, but like that's what I think I heard last time that
Like, I specifically, the only time I've ever used Crackle, I specifically remember I was in middle school at my cousin's house, and we were watching some weird-ass, old-ass movie, and I just remember not liking it. So, my first impressions of Crackle were not the best.
Yeah, I don't know. It's alright. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those like Tubi or whatever the fuck, where it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, look, here's free with ads and crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I feel like it's gone real obscure, and I don't know anybody that actually uses it. So I'm like, of
Yeah.
all things for Joe Dirt 2 to come out on is Crackle.
For real, like, that's
I'm like,
just weird.
wow, okay. But anyway, I'm just wondering who actually would be the one to pick up Kung Pao.
Like
2.
I said, it has to be Netflix. If it's
I
not
don't know.
Netflix,
It makes you wonder, though. You know.
Yeah. Like, Netflix would be the people to do that.
Yeah. So who knows? What time will tell, you know. But in the meantime, we're just waiting for the good old Kenshi Muzik. Kenshi Riles Uchiha.
Oh yeah, that guy. You might know him. You might have heard some of his beats. He's got some good
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I call him. Kenshi Riles Uchiha.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking look him up on YouTube.
I follow him on
Kenshi Muzik.
I
with
follow
a Z.
him on Twitter. I follow him on SoundCloud.
Yeah, he's got SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube, Kenshi Muzik.
He's a guy that does things, man.
He's a pretty cool guy.
He's a pretty cool guy, and now it's coming out of the house.
Oh, here it comes.
And he's walking towards the car.
There he is, our boy.
It is our boy.
Our boy who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Not our Lord and Savior, but he's definitely our boy.
He is the dude, man. Hey, there he is. What's happening, brother, man?
What is going? Are you guys doing a podcast?
Yeah, we're doing a fucking
Yeah.
podcast,
Are you
man.
fucking kidding me? You guys are doing a podcast? Right
Yeah.
now? Holy shit!
Yeah, we're doing
Hey guys, what's going on? It's
man.
Kenshi.
Plug your shit.
Oh, man, we're just waiting for you to get in this goddamn car.
Holy shit! I didn't know you guys were gonna do a podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a perfect opportunity. I mean,
So what were you guys talking about?
well, we were just talking about how Kung Pao 2 was going to be a thing. Or,
Never
What's up,
came to
DJ?
pass.
never came to pass, actually. Yeah. We were actually talking about an article where Steve Odekirk was saying that, like, he was going to come out with the second movie, but this is like 3 years ago, so who knows when that's going to happen. Yeah, no, that kind of shit. It's just in production hell. Let's just go with that for now.
Yeah, production how it's still getting. We're still trying to get a director on it.
Or something, I don't know.
Even though the director would be Steve Odekirk.
Yeah, I mean,
For direction.
yeah, they're still looking for a director. They're not sure what direction to take it in. You know?
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Is that me talking? Yep.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, your mic?
Yep. We are in the building. In the house.
All right, so back to the matter at hand.
So, speaking of back to the conversation, do you guys remember that fucking part in Outlaw Star where, like, the main character, what's his name?
What, Gene Starlin?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Does he die at the end? Or
No.
does
No.
I couldn't remember.
No.
When you were watching that
No,
shit,
he
and I couldn't
doesn't.
remember.
He
if
doesn't die
died
at the
or-
end. He survives. Well, why? What about the show caught your interest?
I wanted to like rewatch it and see what garnered my interest to watch that shit the first time.
I think it had to be Aisha. Or Asia
No, I
Clan
don't
Clan.
think it was any particular female.
For me, it was.
What was it, Asian Clan Clan?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Fine as fuck.
Well, that is true. But actually, I don't even know why I got it. Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to remember because my history of that show goes all the way back to when it first aired back in 2001. And I was getting hyped up on that shit, watching the commercials because it just looked cool. It was all futuristic, and there's all these aliens and crap.
Yeah, I wasn't even fucking born when that shit came out.
And mechs and all this crap. I was like super hyped for the show, and then when it finally came out and I started watching it, I was definitely. I guess because I was instantly hooked. What got you into the show, Kenshi?
Actually, you did. I remember watching. What were we watching? I think we just got done playing Hardcore Uprising, and then I think we were watching an anime, and you had like recommended Outlaw Star to me, and then like at first it was kind of like the first 5 episodes weren't really all that great, but then as I started watching it more and more, it got more and more engaging. So I was just like, yeah, I like this shit. It's kind of like Cowboy Bebop in space.
I mean, the Cowboy Bebop was also
Yeah, I was about
Cowboy
to say.
Bebop in space.
Isn't Cowboy Bebop already in
It's
space?
like Cowboy Bebop in space.
Okay, it's an intergalactic cowboy bebop,
Yeah.
I guess, if you want to, But anyway, let's see what you're actually talking about, though. Earlier.
I thought there was at the end where he like died or some shit. There was like a part where he.
Well,
like, died or
actually, yeah,
something.
he kind of does die, but everybody that was in that room like died, and then like they basically became like energy, and like they were like in some subspace. And then like him and the main bad guy fought each other, and then eventually like they kind of found their way out of the subspace.
I really don't remember who the main bad guy was.
It was there's actually a bunch of bad guys, but I guess like the final boss.
Yeah.
For like a better term was that like the leader of like the space pirates.
Oh
Hazanko.
yeah, that's right.
That was like
It's been so long
That was
since I
the
watched
last
it.
guy he fought.
Yeah, I remember last time we watched it was with my brother and you up in your room.
But like it's kind of like a little bit before that, it was basically getting to where all the different dudes were getting together for like one last showdown and shit, and then like fucking
Yeah, I remember the last episode now.
yeah. And so, like, yeah, so that's what that was. But yeah, so yeah, Gene Starwind, he kind of did die, sort of, but then he came back to life because of the galactic ley line. I
do
that
know.
whole thing. So
A lot of armor.
Plot armor. Yeah, it was a weird thing. I forgot exactly what happened, but yeah, I guess you could say plot armor. But it also like brought back the bad guy too, so
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was like when Thanos, or no, not Thanos, Dragon Ball, when they wished everyone that Frieza's men killed back, Nappa came back because Vegeta killed him.
Nappa auto parts, but yeah.
Nappa, I know it's Nappa, but I say Nappa.
Fucking Nappa, man.
Yeah, I'm haunting.
Well, of course I'm referring to DBZ.
In every iteration of Dragon Ball Z, he always gets fucking killed by Vegeta. He never survives past the Saiyan son.
No, in fact, he's never referred to again after that, as far as I know.
Nope.
Yeah, well, in the main actual Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
I was talking about Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
You were?
Well, yes and no, but I mean I was referring to it, but I know it actually happens for realsies in the actual anime. I've seen the actual anime.
Yeah, we all have here. We've all seen the actual anime.
I've seen it all through. I like actually watched it all through. Like,
Oh, dude, Kenshi.
From DB to DBZ to GT. I finished it all the way through.
I never watched GT. It never interested me.
It's not interesting at first until fucking Goku turns Super Saiyan 4. That's when it starts to get interesting.
Man,
Because that arc is so long.
How many episodes in do you have to get to that point, though?
Yeah.
A lot, dude. A lot.
Yeah,
Because
see, and I can't
there's
do
a
it.
part. Okay, so there's the part where fucking it first starts, and the Dragon Balls become Black Star Dragon Balls, and fucking Piccolo's like, Goku, goodbye, and the Earth is destroyed, and then they pretty much spend the entire time looking for Dragon Balls that aren't Black Star Dragon Balls, and then after that, sometime in that time frame, fucking Dr. Gero and the other doctor or whatever, the Dr. Mew is like, oh, we gotta find Android 17, and then we gotta form my version of 17 with your version of 17 to make a Super 17.
See, that part was weird. 'Cause I never,
Yeah, that part was weird.
That's kind of off and on again.
But
with
that's
that
the part where, that's what I'm saying. That's where it starts to get interesting, though, because that's when we see Goku go Super Saiyan 4 for the first time.
Yeah, wasn't that also like you got like Super Android 17 or something?
Yeah.
The way I've always been with Dragon Ball GT is I just like fucking watch all the cool shit on YouTube. I always like it's like watching like any other like big show that people talk
That's
about.
pretty much what it is. That's like pretty much like what I do with Boruto right now, because like everybody's spoiling the
Oh,
fuck out of
dude, I
Boruto
cannot
for
fucking
me
watch
right
Boruto
now.
either. Usually it's I don't know.
I haven't really gotten into Boruto too much. I mean, I did a little bit, but it wasn't. I mean, I still had to finish all of the anime of Naruto, which I pretty much know how the story ends because I read all the manga. But like,
Right.
I've been. Wanting
But I
to
mean,
watch the
yeah, it's
show,
good to
too.
watch the show.
I want to watch the show too, just so
There's
I
a
can
little
see some of the
difference.
fillers.
Yeah.
Man, that fucking shit, man, with Boruto making me mad right now. I don't want to say too much for the people that haven't seen it, but man, you guys are gonna be sad Naruto and Sasuke fans.
Oh boy.
Well, to specify the date, just because we don't know when this is coming out.
As
I'm
of
just saying.
today,
that's all I'm saying is that
As of
you guys
today's
are gonna
recording.
As of the
Late
27th of
January.
Yeah,
As
you
of
guys are
January
gonna be
20
sad
26 actually.
Naruto and
Yeah.
Sasuke fans, because
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
a sad
guess.
Sasuke fan right
Alright, check it out. We got 4 minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, that clock's a little bit off. We still got a little bit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What the hell? Oh crap! It's the podcast police. What? Hurry, let's get out of here, guys.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Why are you running?
This way. Get back.
die in the name of law.
Send backup.
Sir, drop your weapon, put your hands on your head, and get down to the ground. You are going to be placed under arrest.
Oh no!
Holy crap!
Man down! We got a man down! Man down! Grenade!
Deep and raunchy.